Hello everyone, welcome back to Behind the Pixels. I'm Brandon.
I'm Moose,
And I'm Weston.
and we're continuing with Sonic's epic quest for friendship. We are playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 from 1992 on the Sega Genesis this time. And yeah, this is the first Genesis game I played. Probably Genesis game I put the most hours in, and I absolutely love this game. I'm super excited to play this one today.
Yeah, this was the one that I grew up with as well, and it is just a fantastic game.
I did not grow up with this one. I grew up with Sonic 3, which I don't know what happened with Sonic 2, because these guys are saying that it came with it.
This was a pack-in for my...
Sonic 1 was a pack-in.
Well,
Sonic 2 wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Well, yours says not for resale on it.
Pretty sure 2
It sounds like a package
came
store.
as a pack-in.
It's like the Wii Sports, you know.
Yeah, it
things
wasn't.
like that.
It wasn't when the Genesis was first released, which is why there's not as many copies sold as Sonic, the original Sonic. But this one did well on its own. It was still 6 million copies of this game.
Mine was not a pack-in.
But you guys had the Genesis from a little bit earlier, right?
Yeah, I remember when I went to go get my Genesis. Bought it like at a Sears. My dad took me to go to Sears, and super embarrassed by my dad because he was like, "I saw an ad in the paper for this at this price." And I'm like, "Dad, don't haggle. Just buy me the thing and let's go."
Can you even haggle at Sears?
Well, they did price match.
Oh.
They did stuff like that. There was like an ad for it. They were actually able to call and find out what it was, and they did it. That was a thing. But me being a kid, I was like, "Don't do that. Just buy me the thing and let's go."
Yeah, just spend all the money.
Just spend all the money. Don't be lame.
That's
Why aren't you lame? Why are you being lame? But yeah.
We had a Genesis for as long as I could remember. That was my console. That was my first console. I ended up liking the Super Nintendo more, but I think that's because
Monster.
they didn't really have Sega Genesis games available for rent when I was getting into video games. It had already kind of started phasing out, I guess, or I don't know. I just don't remember there being that many. I think I played them all that I could, which was just Urban Strike and whatever. F1 Racing I remember being really, really boring, and I kind of want to go back and try that one again to see if it is really, really boring or not. It is just ADHD, 7-year-old me. Just very possible. This is... Oh, we got the Chaos Emerald.
First Chaos Emerald.
So this is interesting, since now we're going to come out of this, and the timer stays the same, but our rings reset. But all the rings in the level reset, so we can get them all again.
Mm-hmm. Working on getting 3 of them in the same level.
How many total chances are there in the end? Because there's got to be 30-something, right? Or more.
What?
Chances to get all the emerald. Wow. We're going to need all the chances we can get. Okay, wow.
How did you die?
That monkey really wrecked you.
I got really wrecked.
So last time you had 5 lives at this point, and now you have 2.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that tell you, Brandon?
Okay, same guy, same place. Showing the basic capabilities for learning. There, I killed him for you. I sacrificed myself off screen. God!
What the hell? Knock it off with the coconuts.
Yeah, this coconuts are really hard to see, also.
Well, that, and he'll throw them right before you touch him.
Yeah. Kind of telegraphs a little bit, though. These bushes are wigging me out. I'm not sure aesthetically I like the bushes and the way they kind of phase in and out like that. Yeah.
Well, that's because you didn't have true transparency yet.
So they're just flickering on and off really fast.
No, there's dots of transparency.
Oh. I see.
So there's
So
solid
there's no
colors and transparent.
opaqueness or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
The shield is flickering on and off really fast.
Yeah.
But the shield is also dots of opaqueness. That's how you get that illusion of color blending.
So I can't collect rings off screen.
Yeah, you can.
Can I?
Yeah.
No. Like I just fell through that.
At a certain point, when it gets to the point where he's not going to be drawn anymore, it's gone. I mean, not just drawn, but just isn't.
You can collect rings until you are flying away.
Yeah, that must be the dealio.
So yeah, so the reason that we had the different experience on these, and maybe this came with yours, or I'm not sure how you got your Genesis, Brandon, but Sonic 2 did at one point come packed in with this, as well as Sonic 3. So you may have gotten yours with 3 as a pack-in. There was actually a bunch of different pack-in games for the Genesis. After Sega finally allowed Sega US to not pack in all of these.
Did the pack-in come with a case?
I don't think so.
I don't
Normally
believe so.
pack-ins don't have cases.
I don't believe so. I don't know if I have a case for this game.
See, I have a case for it.
Okay. Well, you might have gotten yours somehow separately.
But I
Did
don't
you
know why
have-
mine says not for resale. I think mine was a rental copy that no
Yeah,
one returned.
or you purchase it from someone else that way, like secondhand.
Well, no, we got it from a friend. It came with the Genesis
So they, oh, okay.
from the friend.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure why that's the case, but I know mine did come packed in because this was the game that I got and played.
I think I like this more. This tube shoot mini game more than
The rotating.
the rotatey 3D.
Yeah, this is much.
Ah, we both got hit.
You got me hit too.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh,
You're
your
supposed to be the
fault.
leader.
Did we get it? 160? We got
Yeah,
it.
we got it. Yeah, the like left right thing. In Sonic 3, I do enjoy this one a lot more as a special
Oh, you're
bonus
talking about
stage.
the spheres.
Yeah,
Oh.
I really hated
yeah.
the spheres actually.
Yeah, that was annoying. Oh, I boxed myself in. Oh, too bad. You lost this level now.
Yeah.
Plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a weird game that was.
We are almost definitely not going to be getting all the Chaos Emeralds in 3.
Or
I
this
remember-
one if you keep playing like that.
I remember getting it in 3 though. And you were like super OP. I think you only had to get a set number of rings afterwards and just boom, you're supersonic.
50.
50. It's always 50.
Yeah.
What do they like 50 so much?
Because Brandon can't get 50 rings to save his
Exactly.
life.
They knew it was Brandon. I helped. I didn't help.
What did you hit?
I don't know.
It's probably that
Buzz
monkey. Oh, was it Buzz Bomber?
Yeah.
Something threw something at you.
Don't get hit by
Careful.
coconuts.
Seriously, bro.
If you're
I need a
super patient, I can
need a
just
shield.
go and dive bomb them. So yeah, in case it's not apparent, I am playing Tails. And
Playing is a
yeah,
little loose.
playing is a strong word for what I'm doing because 90% of the time I'm waiting for Tails to get back on screen. And we were talking about the balance of that, considering you're invincible and essentially give the first player just a free kill on things or free collection, then, you know, if anything's like over a spike pit or something, then I can just go freely collect it. So it's kind of OP in boss battles, but otherwise you're just not really doing much. Because anytime Sonic goes too fast or you get off the screen or anything like that, he goes into this flying mode you see here, and I have to wait until his character sprite interacts with the ground in some way. That can be really frustrating.
And then land.
And then
yourself.
land, yeah. And so if he lands on a slope or anything like that, which can happen even when he's moving at speed, I just fall right down.
Yeah, just keep going.
Thanks to the physics system, which is pretty cool otherwise. Look how helpful I was. Do you know how much that felt good? Because I
Yeah,
actually
you
did
got both
something.
those Buzz Bombers?
I did 2 things, Brandon.
Two
things.
How many things have you done, Brandon?
2 whole things.
You gonna try for the 100?
Yeah.
There we go.
No, don't fall off.
Oh my god, I almost
Yeah,
got
there's a
that
very
spring
slight
there.
downslope there. So I don't think I would have ever known to jump into the spirally thing.
I only ever learned that by accident. Because I tend to jump a lot
Yeah.
when I was a kid. So you just accidentally jump into it.
Yeah,
and then you're like,
I
oh.
figured it out pretty quickly. I remember because I played
I mean, it is in the
a
book.
lot of these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's right. The book is really helpful to read.
I do remember reading a lot of the manuals.
I did read a
which
lot of
is,
the manuals.
You know, now I find myself not always, but I always get upset if there isn't, you know, some sort of a manual or something along with the game, which a lot of the new games too is just kind of like, here's ads.
Yeah,
And
well,
not actually anything about the game at all.
well, it's not just ads either. It's what do you call it? Like user information about
Warranty
becoming
card and-
epileptic,
Yeah.
and things like that, and yeah, warranty card, and
Join Nintendo Club.
yeah,
No, it's more like pay for Xbox Live.
Okay.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
for that,
here's your 2-day trial for the game that you have.
yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I'll do that because my Xbox Live right now. No, you have to get new gold because
Oh, you have
you've
silver.
already used it.
haha.
You've already used the trial,
Yeah.
so you can't get 2 days anymore because you already have it. But it's expired, so pay us money.
Yeah,
Like, no, I just bought a game. You get
that's
2
a
days.
that's a real
Give me
negative
2
thing.
days.
When I used to rent games, that was like a whole experience
Yeah.
that just doesn't exist anymore. But that was
It's so much harder now because of that.
you used to rent games, and then I'd have to sit in the car, right, in order, and it almost always was like, you know, we're going out to, we might go out to even get dinner or something. Oh no, I didn't do that. Well, okay. I didn't hit one. Hey,
Proud of you.
yeah.
8th time's the charm.
Yeah. Well, it's your like 32nd time here.
That's true.
But yeah, for renting it, I used to rent the game, and at Blockbuster it was going to be very hit or miss if you got the manual or not, because some kid probably stole it already.
Right.
But when you did, that was my favorite thing, was to read it on the way home, or read it like during at the grocery store, or
Because your parents wouldn't let you out of the car.
what?
He said that you had to wait in the car.
Well, yeah, I mean,
On the way
on the
home.
way home, man.
Oh, okay.
Brandon,
I was just
Brandon's
picturing
used to
your-
the whole being left underneath the stairs.
Yeah, I guess
and
so.
in the car while people do things.
Yeah.
Kind of experience.
Now,
as a
Wes, I'm
child.
going to the store. Sit in the hot car.
Yeah, really. No, so when I would read those, I would learn a whole bunch about the game too, of course, and it was such a good primer, and it was such a good way to hype yourself up for the experience of playing that game. But I've tried to look at manuals, and like even the manuals themselves, like the art is just garbage now. It's just nothing. It's just a rehash of the typography, which is all the same now.
Yeah.
It's very cynical, but it's not as colorful, and really they spend a lot more effort into making it a blue and orange background with a guy holding a weapon. You know,
Yeah.
that's essentially 90% of the things that are out there.
Brandon's making the best use of the power sneakers right now to go very slowly and pick up, coins that he should have been holding on to.
I think Dark Souls had a pretty good manual, if I remember correctly.
Really?
Yeah, it actually told you about like the stones and the Estus flasks and things like that, and that was really nice and different.
Yeah.
The Metal Gear one was funny because I think the manual itself told you that you were gonna need the code off the back of the thing, because at one point in the game you had to use the thing in the back, which was hilarious because I rented it. And I was like, great, this is fantastic. Ow. Be like me.
Yeah, Tails made it. Why can't you make it, bro? Watch out.
Making me nervous.
Everything Brandon just makes me nervous.
Oh, I'm gone. I'm out of here, apparently.
That's your life now.
Yep.
This
My
is
life
what you-
always.
This is what you become. Hey, he let you catch up.
I know, isn't he so nice?
He is.
This is one player mode, guys.
You hear that? Put the controller down. Right now, especially.
Ow!
There we go. Multiplayer mode. This was always the fun.
Wow, how silly is that that both of us were perfectly in sync there.
I would just do that every time as a kid.
We had a moment. Yeah, it's just kind of what you want to do, because it feels so good to do the
Yeah.
The loop.
the loop.
I would always do it when we get to the checkpoint. Try to ring around and actually hit the colored checkpoint balls at the top.
I was trying to do that earlier.
It doesn't do anything, but you know I would try to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was close.
100 rings. Oh.
We're screwed. It's all over.
Now there's a bunch of rings on this one. There's a lot of rings on this one.
Yeah, they really baby you in the beginning.
This is like the fourth one. This is like midway through, isn't it?
This is the middle one.
Just wait till you get to the next one.
Yeah. The next one's possible, man. It's difficult.
We really got.
We missed all of those.
Yeah, we got to be on the correct side here.
Woo! I'm gonna just stay on this side. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
No, we didn't do it.
Ah!
Not enough rings.
Man, that was close though. 4.
Maybe you didn't get hit.
Yeah, shut up. Brandon came within like a frame of getting hit.
I gotta continue.
You gotta
though.
continue.
Oh, we gotta continue out of that?
You get to
we got
100,000
100,000 points.
points.
Oh, very nice.
When we get to 200,000 points, it signals another continue. Though you only get one.
When you use a continue, it resets everything,
Oh, I see.
including your continues.
That's funny.
Which is, I don't see why that would give you 200,000 points and it's pointless.
Which I think is why they don't have a continue counter anymore.
Right.
Oh no. The monkeys are your
Goddamn
bane.
monkey.
It's not like collecting 100 rings will get you an extra life or anything anyway, so it's okay.
But we got 5 lives, alright. How many do you need? We're pro at this. We got the pro strats.
Is this the...
Oh,
Careful.
you're going faster. That was always such a strange power up to me that he starts running even faster when the music speeds up. Because the game's already super fast, so that always seemed like a terrible power up. That was
Right.
one I never wanted as a kid.
That's the whole point of the game, though.
Just gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Just go on.
Yeah, it's just like, if you get just too far up speed, it's like, nope.
Yeah, you just
No,
disappear.
like, no, I stopped. I can turn around now. Cool story, bro.
Oh.
Better luck next time.
Whoa!
Yeah, careful.
Whoa,
because that will
Brandon.
kill you. I think we're all just watching with bated breath.
I know, yeah, really. We're just like,
Just like-
please don't get hit by these spikes. Please. Please, no.
I just need one. There we go.
Yeah, there.
I was like, give me one more ring. There we go.
Careful, careful. Don't burn that life you just got.
Or that shield. Or that shield. That shield. Yeah. I'm helping.
Alright.
Okay, now I'm gonna. Now I'm hurting.
We gotta get this because the next one's really difficult, so we need as many chances as we can. Alright, so remember, they alternate each side, so as soon as you do one, jump to the other side.
Yeah.
Once they got the line of bombs.
Yes.
You guys got this.
No! Man, that was because I was watching you, and I was like, Brandon's got no.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, we're at a better place than we were
you're
last time.
A lot further along.
Alright, this is where we gotta start. Alternating.
No.
Careful now.
You're lying to me.
Oh, you got all of those. That was good, Brandon.
Alright, we reached
Don't get
the
hit.
goal.
Don't get hit.
Just don't get hit.
It's hard
Get
to
as many
like.
more as you
It's hard to
can.
stay on the hill because it
Yeah, it pulls you
wants
back
to-
down.
Oh.
Brandon
Still
Wood.
over 100. Still over 100. You have
Still
plenty.
got enough.
Yeah,
Still got enough.
you're
Now we gotta
fine.
get what? 160? 150. Okay, we're good.
34 rings. Just be really careful. This is stressful. Like I I think
Yeah, it's a stressful situation with such cheerful music.
Yeah.
I think when we were playing through this earlier, Brandon and I were both kind of like, this is the most stressful part of the whole game.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
really
the boss
is.
battles, because those are easy with Tails.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally this, trying to make sure you have all the rings.
And then keeping the
And
rings.
keeping the
keeping
rings
the
to
rings.
the end.
Because later on, they
We did
go
it!
ham on the bombs.
We did it!
Yeah.
We did it! And you got hit, and I didn't. Haha.
We actually came out with just about the same number of rings, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were always in front, because Sonic's a hog.
No, we kept
A
jumping back
hedgehog.
and forth.
The hedgehog.
Ooh. Stop for a
See?
second and just listen to
Zone
the
two.
music, so we can actually hear the music on this. I love the music in this game.
The music is great in this game. It's thematically appropriate.
Yeah.
It's cheery when it's supposed to be cheery. It's suspenseful when it's supposed to be suspenseful.
I started judging the other one on the second one though, so I'm not gonna judge it. Although it is clearly very good. All right,
I mean,
now.
yeah, I mean, we could talk about it more, and we'll talk about each level as it goes on, but you'll hear that the music in this, it's all the phrasing, all the sections are a lot longer than the first game. It's
Yeah.
it's still a loop, but it's a much longer loop.
Of course, I'm comparing it to the 8-bit one, so
You know,
rather than Sonic 1.
The Sonic 1 one is just about the same, because some of those songs were just adaptations.
Here we go.
For it.
Here's my most useful moment.
Yeah, just jump into that.
Oh, I like how the score blinks when you hit him too. Like
Oh,
all
yeah.
the
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
all
it
the
does.
UI
all of that
blinks.
on that layer is just kind of flat.
Oh, look how ugly that looked. That wheel going by. That's the only thing that slightly bothers me is that there's a lot of like weirdness looking. It reminds me of like a ROM that's trying to render and it just doesn't know what layer to put it on.
Right.
Right.
I mean, even looking like the background of this, like there's a lot
Yeah,
to love
that's-
about this,
that's so
this
nice.
game itself, and so
Alright.
so yeah, there's a lot going on with this game. It's a big step up from the first game. I think some people criticize that it's really just kind of the same type of game, but I think they fixed a lot of the issues that we had with the game. As much as fun as we had with it, you know, it wasn't a perfect game. And I think that adding in the spin dash, how Sonic moves on slopes, I think everything about that just feels a lot better in this game. I think that Sonic himself was a lot more responsive and it feels great. So controlling the game and playing it, or what do you guys think?
Any game where you can dance is a good game.
That's true. Like, and you know, that was really missing because Sonic 1 actually was supposed to break dance in the first game and they took that out.
That's just a travesty.
I know.
And a
It
tragedy.
really is. But at least you got some grooves going on right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one, when I can control Tails, it feels pretty good. And it feels super fast. It feels very responsive. And you know, is why Sonic became so popular. I think just because it's a fun game to play. This one I didn't feel like as like the 8-bit one. I kept getting caught up too quick into traps and things like that. That I just felt like I never had time to see, and so I felt like in that game I had to go slow. And this one, they seem like they more intentionally designed things and dangers to run into and have a moment to see, or like a little bit of hang time in the air to see. And that might just be the first level to try to get you acclimated to it. But in the first level of the 8-bit one, it was just like, go, you ran into something. Remember that. Go, you ran into something else. Remember that again.
Yeah, this one has a lot of stretches that you can go really fast on. There's a lot of high ramps for you to do vertical movement and all that other stuff. It feels really good. And you do have a lot of the traps. You have a lot of the reverse springs and stuff like that, and the spikes that blanc blanc. But like a lot of them are sort of designed so that you have to go fast over it or go really slow. Like that's the only way to get over it.
Yeah, you can't be
Yeah.
kind of indecisive there. I also like that you, like with this gem system. I know that this is we're not going to play it through and then replay it through, but in terms of these old games, replayability was a really big thing. That was like the thing almost. I feel like either it took forever and ever and ever for you to ever beat it, or it had to have a lot of good replayability.
Mm-hmm.
And in this, the fact that your rings reset and everything resets once you go through one of those gym checkpoints, and you can really like, you can try to do like as fast as you can possibly get those gyms run, but you have to memorize the levels and figure it all out rather than just traversing through. Which as a kid in Sonic levels, I never memorized the levels very much. I pretty much just traversed them as fast as I could, and that seems like a really good extra mechanic to be able to play it some more and get a little bit extra out of it.
Yeah. So I think that's where we are so far. We're going to go and call it here, and we'll see you guys next time with Chemical Plant.
Tune in next time. We'll check out the Chemical Plant. Let us know what you think of the game and the video. Are we on the mark with our scores and our assessment, or do we just have nostalgia goggles on? And do we just love this game because we played it as kids?
Yeah.
Let us know. Follow us on Twitter at BTPixels, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Adios.